Hey guys, welcome back to Starry Eyes. I'm your host Maxine, and I talk about everything under the stars on this channel. And today is another Magical Monday, and as always, what I do on Magical Monday is pull cards for the signs, and I start with Aries and I end up with Pisces. And not only that, I will tell you guys about the week ahead, what's going on in the stars and the astrology and the transits that are, conspiring to help our lives and to help us grow as well and transform. There's been a lot of transformative energy going on this summer, and it's been tense, and a lot of us have been feeling, a ton of emotions, but just know that a lot of the retrogrades are starting to progress. We will have a Venus retrograde in about a month. So that's going to be interesting because Venus retrogrades only happen, I think, every 2 years, if I'm not mistaken, but they don't come about a lot. So whenever a Venus retrograde happens, that's usually a time when we reevaluate the dynamics and relationships. And it can be your relationship partnerships. Women especially go through a time of reflection during Venus retrograde. But we don't have to worry about that right now because it's not happening yet. And I'll let you guys know all about it before it happens. I may even make a special video, so stay tuned for that. It's a maybe, or I may just get on live and talk about it. Either way, I will, help you guys out as always. So this week I have the Tell Me Tarot and the Romance Angels. And both of these decks are pretty straightforward. So before I get into the reading, what I want you guys to know is that Serpentine is the crystal of the week. Serpentine is tied to Kundalini energy. If you are into yoga or studying yoga, you will quickly find out what that is. It's basically aligning the body, the energy portals throughout the body, the chakras, and using that energy to transform your life, to manifest things into your life. And once you have that locked down, you are able to just be a powerful person and to singe off trauma and anxieties and to just move forward in a lighter way. That's what the Kundalini energy, that's what, aligning the chakra system does. And you can also do that through Reiki. And this stone is great for healers that work with any type of energy work, not just yoga and Kundalini, but just any type, like I said, Reiki or a shaman. And it is a stone of power. And it is a stone that keeps you away from negative influences and just negative scenarios and negative people. And it is a stone that is tied to snakes, serpentine. So whenever you get a snake bite, this is the crystal that you can rub on your snake bite. Obviously, go to a doctor and, make sure you're okay. But if you want the bite to heal fast after you've done all of the precautions that needed to be done, you can rub this crystal on your bite to speed up recovery. So now I'm going to move on to the reading. And we're going to start with Aries. Oh, wow. Okay. Aries, you guys got communication this week with the Page of Swords. There is going to be a message coming to you, or you may decide to send a message, because I feel like this is you, Aries, with the sword and the book open. I feel like it's like you're either going to be learning a new task, going over an old task, just to like refresh your memory if it's something you haven't done in a while, or you may be reaching out to somebody. So part of you will be studying hard this week, and another part of you are going to be communicating, reaching out to someone from your past is what I feel with this book open. And then the love card this week is reconciliation, which is what I felt with this communication. So if you decide to return to somebody, because we are finally out of the Mercury retrograde fog. We are officially out. You may decide to return to an ex or return to someone that you broke it off with, or they might decide to return to you. And just really weigh out the pros and cons about getting into this relationship again, or just reconnecting with this person in general, and really think about if this will help you be the best version of yourself, is what I'm feeling. So now we're moving on to Taurus, and you guys got 2 tarot cards, and the Sun was the first one, success, and then 2 of Swords, time out. So what I'm getting from this Taurus is that you have been pushing for something, pushing for a new project, pushing for a job, and it's been very stop and go. But I think that the reason why it's very stop and go is because, one, you need to truly decide if this is the path you want to move forward down. And I also think you're trying to do this alone. And this is how you need to be, reaching out to people, looking for others to help you and lessen your load. But for some reason you're not. It's like you're ignoring. Like, I feel like these swords are people trying to help you, and you're just ignoring them. You're blocking them out right now. And that's going to block you from reaching your full potential with this project. Like, you're going to get some type of open door, but instead of having 5 open doors, you may only have 1, or you may have a little doggy door open because you are being stubborn and not asking for help. So this week, if you want to see progress in whatever project and whatever endeavor you're working on, you're going to have to ask for help. That's the way the cookie crumbles. And your love card is soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. So if you have not been on the best of terms with your partner, for many of you, I feel like there was an argument. It wasn't that serious, but I definitely feel like an argument took place recently for you coupled up Taurus people, and like you're just thinking about walking away because maybe something insensitive was said or done. But this is your soulmate, and you guys can work through whatever issue is going on right now. And you guys will. I feel like you guys will have a heart-to-heart at some point this week. And for you single Tauruses, I feel that there's someone around you. It could be a friend, a coworker, but I feel like there's someone around you. You're not that single, is what I'm feeling. Or you feel like no one understands you, no one gets you, no one likes you. That's not true. There's someone around you that finds you extremely attractive, and they will make themselves known very soon, this week or within the next few weeks, even around the new moon, which is this weekend. Gemini, you guys got 9 of Pentacles, independence. I feel like you are breaking free from some type of hold in regards to money. You may have had a partner that was helping you out. You may have lived with a partner and you broke up with them and you're moving out. Or I just feel like there was someone that was lending you money, giving you money, or just supporting you in some way. It could even have been like emotional support, or they thought they were supporting you, but it was really smothering, is what I'm getting. Either way, you are feeling a lot more independent than you have felt in a really long time. And I feel like this isn't how you need to stay this week. Don't fall back into bad habits, is what I'm feeling. Like, even though this is new territory for you, keep moving forward. Don't move back, even if it's small steps forward. And your love card this week is chemistry. And there's someone around you if you're a single Gemini, just like Taurus. If you have a lot of Taurus and Gemini in your chart, or just both Taurus and Gemini, there is someone around you, single Gemini, and you're acting as if you have nobody, but there is someone. I just feel strongly the same message as Taurus. There's someone around you. You guys are vibing well. So why don't you ask them out, or why don't you send them hints that you're interested in them? Because I feel like they feel exactly how you feel, but one of you is a little too shy. It could be you, it could be them. But someone is going to have to make the first move if you want this to progress in any type of way. So, you coupled up Geminis what I'm feeling is that you guys need to go out on a date this week. Just go out on a date and don't talk about work. Don't talk about family or chores or home life. Just have fun and live in the moment. Oh, wow, Cancer. Some of you are getting married this week with these cards. Yeah. Okay. You guys got the 10 of Cups and you got the 4 of Wands. What I'm getting for you single Cancers this week is if you go out on a date, you may meet your husband or wife. So dress how you would want to dress, you know, on a serious date. Like, don't take this lightly. Don't come to the date in sweats and sneakers and dirty hair, and you know what I mean? Like, dress up for this date and really try and put your best foot forward. Be open, be vulnerable, be playful, be everything that you possess. Show them yourself and don't put on a front is what I'm getting, because this is marriage material if you're a single Cancer. And if you are a coupled up Cancer, this is just a beautiful week. You guys are reconnecting. There may even be a recommitment ceremony going on this week. Or you guys may just attend a wedding together and it just brings you back to where it all started. It could be like at your hometown or something, or both of your hometowns if you're like high school sweethearts. I just feel like this is a really great week for love and relationships and connecting, Cancer. I definitely feel a wedding. So if you're wondering if your person is marriage material or commitment material, they definitely are. And then you guys also have passion. So there's commitment, there's understanding, there's stability, happiness, and then there's passion. So Cancer, this is a great week in regards to love for you. Enjoy it. Leo, Queen of Swords, uniqueness. I think this is who you need to be this week, Leo. You are going to receive a lot of responsibility or tasks at work, and you're going to have to be on your feet. You're going to have to think on your feet. You may be answering a lot of phone calls, sending out a lot of emails, texts, and it's going to be overwhelming, but you're a boss. You can handle this. You're sitting on a throne, as always, Leo, with a crown on your head. You got this. You got this. And your love card this week is playfulness, which is easy for a Leo to be. Leos love to be playful, and you need a partner who's playful too. What I'm getting is that if you're going out on any new dates, blind dates this week, Leo, if your partner doesn't have a sense of humor, or you know what I mean, don't force it, because I feel like the right person is going to enjoy your silliness, your jokes, and connect with you on that level, not just on a deep, passionate physical level, but also on a friendship level. That's what I'm getting from this card, is that you need to make sure that you could actually be friends with whoever you're going out on a date with. And if you can't, then rethink this connection, because relationships should always start off on a friendship level, in my opinion. That's how you create a nice base. And for you coupled up Leos, what I'm getting is that you guys need to go out and have fun. I feel like things have been very, very, very serious in a relationship. Both of you have been really stressed about something. It could be in regards to finances, or a family member who may be ill is what I'm feeling as well, which could tie into finances again with hospital fees and stuff. But either way, you guys need to just go out on a date, even if it's like a picnic in a park, or even if it's just a walk around the block. You guys need to do something together to free your mind of all the stresses that have been going on in your life recently. Because I feel a lot of heaviness for Leos that are coupled up. It feels very, very heavy. And now we're moving on to Virgo, death and termination and renewal. So the new moon is in Virgo at the end of the week. And what I'm getting, Virgo, is that you are just ready to clear your life. I feel like this came out last week too, about you just like, you're done with certain people, certain habits. You are just like cutting out anything unnecessary from your life. Even Overspending is ending too. If you've had problems with your finances, that's coming to an end. A relationship may end, but it's for your benefit. It's time for you to start over. It's time for you to hit the reset button on your life and move forward. A new path may even open up to you at the end of the week. You may have been focusing so much on one job. You thought, this is how I'm going to make money. This is how I'm going to get famous, or this is how I'm going to be successful. Whatever you've had in your mind, and you're realizing that's not for me anymore. That's what I'm getting. And you guys got religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. What I instantly got was, for some of you Virgos, there is a clash between traditions. Like maybe one of you was very, very traditional in this relationship, and you want kids and marriage, and you want to move into a home with a white picket fence. You're just very traditional. You want things done a certain way, and your partner may not see things like that. Your partner may not want kids or may not want to get married. Whatever the case may be, it feels like you guys need to come to some type of compromise in this connection to make it last and work. I feel like there's going to be a lot of talk around what the other wants out of this relationship moving forward. And for you single Virgos, I feel like you're going to be dating outside of your race, outside of your culture, your religion this week. You may be set up on a date, or you may just connect with someone that you weren't expecting to connect with on that level, and they just aren't your usual type. They aren't maybe someone your parents would approve of in some way, and that shouldn't stop you from getting to know this person. Libra, Nine of Cups, satisfaction. So what I'm getting from this card is that you need to stop overindulging. Be very, very careful this week. I know that today's Labor Day and people are out partying and drinking, or they have been this whole week. But this week you're going to notice that your bad habits are catching up to you. And you may have been sitting pretty in the past, but I feel like some of you are going to step on the scale and notice you gained 10 pounds recently this summer, or you lost weight, like lost too much weight because you haven't been eating enough. I feel like there has been an overdoing of something. You've been doing things in extreme, drinking too much, smoking too much, and your body is getting affected by it this week. So this is the week to detox, is what I'm getting. And your love card this week is this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So whoever you're currently with, Libra, stop questioning them. Stop looking at them sideways. This is someone major. This is someone important, and I don't think they're going to leave your life anytime soon. So stop stressing about that. And if you are a single Libra and you're going out on a date, you may be talking to someone. I feel like for some of you, you're starting to look at a friend a different way. Let that person know how you feel. Don't hold back, because you never know what could happen. I feel like for many of you, it's a friend, or a friend may approach you. This may be your friend, and they may approach you, grab your hand, and let you know that you're the one for them. And it may be shocking who it comes from, but after you think about it for a while, you're like, okay, let's go on a date and see what comes. Oh, wow. Scorpio, you're getting 3 cards. So moving on is the first one. Many of you Scorpios will be moving, literally moving this week. Queen of Cups, transformation, Scorpio card again. And 2 of Pentacles, indecisiveness. So Scorpio, you need to, number one, many of you need to make a decision and stick with it. If you're going to stay with the person in a romantic sense or business sense, stay with them. If you're going to leave them, leave them. But stop going back and forth on this, because you're not only confusing yourself, you're confusing the other person or people involved. Because I feel like there's at least 3 people involved in this situation. Maybe there's a love triangle going on for some of you Scorpios, but you need to make a decision and stop, going back and forth. Many of you guys are moving and onto like a new location, a new state, maybe just a new apartment building. And you really need to count your coins this week is what I'm also getting. Try not to overspend, Scorpio, because you could really put yourself in the hole from all of this moving, and make sure that you can cover yourself. Make sure you have some money still left in your savings after all of this spending because of the move. Your love cards are getting to know each other and stay optimistic about your life. So Scorpio, what I'm getting is that you need to be more positive. Especially if you're a single Scorpio, you need to be more positive so you can attract exactly what you want into your life. There is somebody that will come to you either this week or next week or just at the end of the month. I do feel like there's someone coming to you, and for some reason, I don't think you're going to take them seriously. They could be someone that has a lot of admirers, and they could be just a very charming person and very flirty is what I'm getting, and that's going to kind of turn you off a bit. But I feel like they only have their eyes on you. Other people may have their eyes on them, but they're only focusing on you. So give this person a chance. And if you are a coupled up Scorpio, I feel like many of you are starting to move in with your partner, or just the connection is starting to deepen in some way, shape, or form. A baby may come, a dog, a family member may be moving in with you guys, whatever the situation is. Or you may even be meeting their family is what I'm feeling like for some of you coupled up Scorpios. But with like new energy coming into your relationship, that brings new challenges. And to get through those challenges together, you need to stay optimistic about your love life. Oh, wow. Sagittarius. The past has come. Oh, wow, Sagittarius. I feel like some of you are going to be reuniting with an Aries. That's what I instantly felt, Sagittarius. Or if you have Venus in Sag and an ex has Venus in Aries, it doesn't even have to be love. It could be also an employer. But someone from your past is going to come back with an offer. And I don't know if you're going to want to take it. I'm going to pull another card for you, Sag. Yeah, you're going to have a choice to take it or not. Some of you it's love, some of you it's business. Assistance. I'm pulling one more for you, Sag. You guys are getting the cards today. Conflicts. So what I'm getting from these 4 cards, first one was the past, then the Lovers, then 6 of Swords, and then 5 of Wands, conflict. So what I'm getting is that Sagittarians, you need to be very, very careful this week, because someone's going to come back into your life. And I feel like for some of you, it's a past lover. Others, it's a former employer. And they're going to come to you with a new game plan. Like, this is how we can move forward together. And, any issues in the past, we can move past and start anew. I feel like they're going to gloss over what happened in the past, especially if something backhanded happened, which I feel like for many of you it did. And ask for advice on this before saying yes or saying no. It just doesn't feel like we're going to get an answer from all of these cards. But what I feel is that you need to ask for assistance from someone else. Go to a therapist, go to a counselor, go to a parent, go to a friend before even answering a message that comes from them, an email, a phone call. Talk to someone else. You need an outsider's opinion before saying yes or saying no to this past person. Because you will have a choice. You're going to have 2 choices, whether to accept them back into your life or to just keep it pushing. You guys got forgiving and learning, and then you got the past card. Yeah, it is definitely an X for many of you. Calling in your soulmate. They're literally going to call you. They're either energetically calling you in, or they're going to call you literally on the phone, call you, or text you, or email you, or DM you. There's so many ways to contact people now, it's ridiculous. But they're definitely going to reach out to you. And they're going to say sorry, like I said, and they're going to come with a game plan and let you know that things aren't going to be the same way they were. But really, really read between the lines, and before sending a message, before saying yes or no to them, talk to someone else. Capricorn, you guys got Knight of Pentacles, future plans. That is a very Capricornian card. And with the Knight of Pentacles, you are just like building up your finances. This week, you're thinking a lot about the future and what you want out of the future. And if you want kids, and if you want a home, and if you want a new car, and how you're going to do this. It's like you're creating a financial plan for yourself. And that's a great way to think this week. Save, save, save is what I'm getting, and to not spend on foolish things. But as a Capricorn, I don't feel like you will. But I still have to say it. So your love card is pay attention to the red flags. I'm pulling another card because I'm nosy. Yeah, okay, so pay attention to the red flags, Capricorn. This person is flighty. With this honeymoon card, they're very in and out, in and out, in and out. Whether you're coupled up or single, I feel like it's the same energy for some reason with this person. For some of you, especially those that aren't super attached to this person may be from another country or state, and they're like, you know, literally in and out, and you don't get to see them enough, and that's causing a strain on your relationship. And for others of you, this person is just a flighty, flaky person, and you can't rely on them. And you need to pay attention to the red flags and face the music. Face the music that this connection may not work out the way you want it to. And I think that, hold on, I'm pulling one more card. Yeah, I think that you are holding on out of a codependent need. And if you just feel like this connection isn't going to go anywhere, if you feel like this connection has run its course, it's okay to let go. And I feel like for many of you Capricorns, you're going to decide to let go this week. Aquarius. You guys got Knight of Wands, breakthrough. So fast action. You're not going to have time to think about something. You're going to get an offer. You're going to get some type of message where you're going to have to make a quick decision. I feel like for many of you, this is in regards to work and finances and your career and just building yourself up, maybe making yourself more known to the public. You may have a chance to perform somewhere if you are a poet, a writer, an artist of some type. And you're going to get like a quick offer, and they're going to be like, we need your answer now. I get that you should say yes to this. It's going to be quick. It's going to be worth it. And it's going to be tied to a bigger goal is what I feel. So your love card this week, Aquarius, is heart-to-heart conversations. And I think that if you are a single Aquarian, you're going to deeply connect with someone unexpectedly. It could be a coworker or just really close friend, or it could even be someone that you're on a date with, like a new person. Yeah, new love. But Aquarius, what I'm getting is that this person could turn into something major, especially if it's like a friend or something just very, very casual. Pay attention to the way you're connecting with this person. It just feels very intense. And it could be something that you overlooked in the past, but now you're starting to realize like, wow, we do get along really well. This could turn into something romantic. Or you're starting to realize your feelings for this person, or they confide in you that they love you. I just feel like there is a deepening of a connection that's already there. And if you are a coupled up Aquarian, I feel like you haven't been listening to your partner as much as you should. You've been kind of pushing them to the side. You guys finally go out on a date this week is what I'm feeling, or just have like an intense conversation, and you reignite that flame. After talking, I just feel like a conversation needs to happen, Aquarius. So now we're moving on to Pisces. Pisces, what I'm getting is that with this Five of Pentacles and this full trust, you're on a new fresh cycle. The full moon cut out all the yucky things and people from your life that left you feeling less than. You may have even started taking up affirmations or just cutting out some negative thoughts. It's like you finally were just done. And you're moving on to brand new territory, which is awesome. And it says, trust your inner voice and let yourself go towards the unknown, free of worry and fear. So what I'm getting is that whatever new growth is happening in your life this week, trust it, go with it, and don't run from it. Don't run from whatever happens this week, Pisces. You guys got romantic feelings. For many of you, you're going out on new dates, like you're meeting new people. You may even connect with someone at a party or a work event, and it's instant. The attraction is instant. I hate to say it, but it's going to be like a love at first sight kind of thing for many of you Pisces this week, which is easy for Pisces to do. They fall in love so fast, and most water signs do, to be honest, in my opinion. But anyways, you guys are going to connect instantly with someone new this week if you're single. And if you are a couple to Pisces, this negative energy, it could even have been financial problems between you and your partner. It's like turning into a thing of the past. You guys have paid off some outstanding debt, and now you're able to connect and like stop arguing about something is what I'm getting. You guys are just able to breathe and relax now. So I'm going to pull cards for the collective. Oh, wow. Okay. So the tarot cards for the collective, 10 of Wands, Overload, and 3 of Wands, End of a Chapter. So we just moved out of the Mercury retrograde shadow. So, and we have Saturn going direct very soon and Pluto going direct at the end of this month. So we're feeling this energy. We're feeling movement finally after this overload situation. It felt like for many of us we were walking through mud, or we were being pulled down by quicksand. It just felt like nothing was moving forward. It could have been in regards to your career, finances, or love. But that chapter is over with. It's done with. And be happy. I feel like many of us are still in this kind of negative fog, and we're starting to get out of it. And it's going to take some time, but just trust that things are working out in your favor. Trust that movement is coming, and know that you won't be put into any situation that you can't handle. So your love cards are let go of control issues and release your ex. So what I'm getting, collective, is that we're still going through the Mercury retrograde situation, and Mars went direct too, so we're getting through that as well. And with this let go of control issues and release your ex, I feel like many of us are still holding on to, it doesn't necessarily have to be an ex, it could just be some type of negative memory that is attached to an ex or attached to a past person, situationship, whatever. And we're having a hard time letting go. And I've noticed that for many of us right now, we're having issues with our self-confidence. Maybe someone from your past told you weren't good looking, or you just weren't good enough in some way, and you're holding on to that. And it's hindering you from fully being vulnerable in a new relationship or in a new connection or in your current connection. And it's time to find a way to release this sadness, trauma, unhappiness, release this ex, possibly even writing a letter to this person and just letting them know how you feel. You don't even have to send it, but writing can be a healing agent. So don't knock it. Write a letter, write an email, just don't send it if it's, too nasty and you don't want to reconnect with your ex. but it will be freeing. So that is it for today's Magical Monday card pull. I am going to tell you guys really quickly about the week ahead. So nothing major really happens until Thursday. Saturn goes direct that day, and Saturn is the planet of hard work. Saturn is tied to Capricorn energy, and Saturn is, the tough lesson planet. So when Saturn goes retrograde, it's like we have to go over lessons from our past that we thought we had figured out, that we thought we had cleared, but we didn't. And, it's been a tough time. We've had to face ourselves and face the music. A lot of people have noticed that with this Saturn retrograde transit, they just haven't been making as much money as they usually do, or they've had more, breakdowns maybe with cars or just appliances at home that they've had to pay, and that's messed with their bank account. But all of that is over with. You've had to learn how to rebudget for some of you, or you've just had to learn how to manage your time better as well. So on Thursday, Saturn goes direct. So we're out of that frustrating energy finally, and Mercury moves into its ruling sign, Virgo. So when Mercury's in Virgo, and it's only going to be in Virgo for 16 days. So when Mercury is in Virgo, it is very detailed, very analytical, logical, practical, hardworking, and service-oriented. Virgo is the sign of service and also the body. So Mercury in Virgo, it's a great time to get a checkup if you have been feeling off. And it is also a great time to just get little things done. If you've been putting off, something around the house, now is the time to get it fixed and done and remove it from your brain. So on Friday, Sun is opposing Neptune. Any time a transit is touching Neptune, there is an air of illusion. And with Sun opposite Neptune, really look beneath words. Pay attention to actions more than words that day, because people are going to not necessarily lie, but they're not going to give you the full truth. They're going to sweeten up the truth in some way. So look beneath the surface on Friday. If you have like an intense conversation with someone, or if you have to be in a meeting at work. Saturday is a very, very tense day. Be very careful when you're exercising that day. Be very careful not to overexert yourself that day. Be very careful about arguments. Venus squares Mars. Venus is the planet of beauty, and Venus is actually in Libra right now, and Mars is in Capricorn. And that energy isn't the most pleasant. Venus and Mars squaring, it could be like a battle of the sexes. So you may hear about arguments between men and women that day. Couples may be, going through it that day. My best advice is to not engage if you can in an argument, because a lot of just low blows usually happen with Venus square Mars. It can also turn the other way and be a very fiery, passionate aspect. It just depends on your chart. But a lot of times Venus square Mars can bring up a lot of arguments and aggression in a not very nice way. And it's best to avoid that energy if possible. So Sunday, Venus moves into Scorpio. Venus in Scorpio is intense. Venus in Scorpio is very dominating. Venus in Scorpio can bring out stalkers, so be careful. Venus in Scorpio can just bring out the passion in love and the darkness in love, the things that usually aren't talked about. Venus in Scorpio wants intimacy immediately. So you may notice partners kind of pushing your buttons, or especially if you're dating someone new and they just so happen to be a Scorpio, you may notice them trying to pry into your life, because that's what Venus in Scorpio likes to do. So if you ever are with someone with Venus in Scorpio, just know that they demand the truth. And if you lie to a Venus in Scorpio, or if you lie under this transit, just know that it will come back to haunt you. So be very careful, because we're going to experience Venus retrograde next month. And so whatever has been going on from now until then is going to be revisited, as well as what happened in August. So if there has been any weirdness in regards to love, or any unfinished business that happened in August or is happening now in this month, just know that we will be revisiting that, and that unfinished business will be finished by the end of the Venus retrograde transit. But I'll talk to you guys more about that in another video or another live show. I hope you guys enjoyed this Magical Monday, and I will see you next week. Bye.